This right here is a little graph of your electricity production from your solar panels. Okay, so right here it shows 6 in the morning. This is at night. Of course, you don't produce anything at night. Then you have your sunrise and you start to produce. But it doesn't really start getting going to about 10 o'clock right here when the sun gets a little higher in the sky and it starts shining down on those panels. And then during the midday, the sun sees all the way up there, you get your production. And then around 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it starts falling way off. And it's 6 o'clock, and by the end of the day, you're not producing anything when the sun's going down. It doesn't produce much when the sun's low in the sky. And then you have your sunset, okay? So this over here is your kilowatt hours. A kilowatt hour is like a gallon of gasoline in electricity. It tells you how much electricity you're using per hour and what you have to pay. But anyway, so this shows you how much you're producing. You produce quite a bit in the middle of the day, produce nothing at night, and very little in the evening hours and the morning time. All right, so let's take a look. So this is, right here, is a graph showing what you consume, okay? So you get up in the morning, you consume some at night, got a few lights on. You get up in the morning, you start to produce, you got your blender going, you got some microwave going, there's some things happening. So around 12 o'clock, you're starting to use more and more. The air conditioner starts to need to turn on. And even though the sun is really low in the sky, you're still consuming a lot, okay? Then it goes over here, nighttime, and even though the sun's down, you're still consuming. Keep that air conditioner, especially if you live in some place like Florida, you're going to consume, that air conditioner is going to be running well past the sunset. Okay, so if we lay one on top of the other, this is your solar production. This is what you're consuming. This is what you're consuming. And this is what you're consuming. You notice this is labeled excess production. So this is you're producing more than what you're consuming. This is self-consumption. So you produce it here, you consume it. This is great. This is too bad it wasn't like that all day long. You produce it, you consume it. But the problem is then when the sun goes down, well, if you live in some place like Florida or some hot place, your air conditioner needs to keep going to keep that house cool even after the sun's gone down. So you're still consuming out into here. Now, the situation is this. Up till April 14th in California, all this extra electricity, this excess electricity, you could sell back to the electric company for 36 cents. And then when you stop producing and you don't have excess, in fact, you don't even have any, right here, you can buy it. You would have to buy it back at 49 cents. Although it's 36 cents, 49 cents, you're losing 13 cents. But it was still a pretty good deal. In fact, it was a very good deal. The electric companies thought it was too good of a deal. So, plus they do have a problem, which I'm going to show you later why, and you have an understanding of what they're concerned about. So, okay, so this, you get your credit from here to here. Now, that was before April 14th, 2023. After April 14th, 2023, this excess electricity, you're only going to get a credit of about 2 to 3 cents. And over here, you're going to pay your 49 cents. So if you sell it back to them, you're not making anything basically. And you still have to buy it after this time over here. So that's a problem. That's a problem for a homeowner. So the solution would be to not sell it back to them, but to be able to save it, like saving money. Okay, let's save it from here over to there. You have to store it. Most people think of storing is like you get, okay, let's go get a big battery and put the electricity in the battery, and then over here we can use the electricity. The only thing is there's other ways to store electricity that's less expensive than the batteries, and that's what we're going to get into. So, but what's needed is an inexpensive way to store a large amount of electricity from here to there. I just bought a battery for my house, and it was $18,000. So they put this battery in, and it's going to cost me a certain amount, and it only stores 13 kilowatt hours. It doesn't store enough. For my house, I need about 40 kilowatt hours to be able to store enough electricity to be able to use it from here over to there. So we need an inexpensive solution. So the solution can't be so expensive that you spend so much money on it that it's not cost effective anymore to save it from here to there. So you need to store a large amount of electricity, a large quantity, and you need to be able to do it at a cost that's not so expensive that the solution is not really a solution. The solution is just another problem. So inexpensive, large amount with inexpensive is the name of the game. That's the objective that we're going for.